Welcome back. I know you're probably thinking, what is going on here? Um, I was wondering, some self reflection on why it was taking me so long to finish the Dragon Age series. Because usually, once I, decide to do something, I go ahead and do it. And a good example of that is like Walking Dead or, the other Let's Plays that I finished. And it's funny how life sort of points you in the direction that you want to go. Um, what happened was is that my friends seem to be, maybe it's something in the air, I don't know, but they're going through relationship problems. And trying to be a good friend, you listen and you stay objective because it's not about what you want, it's about what they say they want and what might be the best way for them to achieve that goal. And by listening to them, it made me realize what I didn't like in Dragon Age Origins. And I had said that I was gonna, in one of the last episodes, I said I was gonna go back and see why Zevran would not um, give me the dialogue option that I was told was supposed to happen, in which he was supposed to, when you ask him about the story with his girl or with his he tells you that he has a story he wants to tell, but then he's not ready to tell you yet. But then eventually he's supposed to tell you, but it's before he's supposed to do it before there's any intimacy on initiated by your character. So I kept, you've seen in the previous videos, I keep looking for the option. And what ended up happening, I don't know exactly how, I don't remember how now. I ended up going to my Dragon Age 2 playthrough and looked at video 84. And in that video, there's Alistar is talking about his he made a reference what he should have said, because playing Dragon Age 2, picking up my old save game, he should have made a reference to his ball and chain, which would have been, my character as his wife as queen. And he didn't do it. He made a reference as if the king or the hero was a man. It did not. So all those times I kept saying, it doesn't seem like it picked up my playthrough, which reminds me of The Walking Dead. It didn't pick up my playthrough, my save game. And I even said in that video, number 84, I said, my tune wasn't a man. What the hell? Like that. But it just really didn't click. And the frustrations that I had in that playthrough, trying to get Fenris, I think his name was, the elf guy, to work right, it reminds me of Zevran, and which reminded me of what my friends are going through, trying to make the thing that I don't like about Zevran. I mean, it's romantic that it's the first time he's fallen in love and he's resisting it, but he falls anyway. But you can turn the relationship off accidentally. If you tell him, if your character expresses love in any way, it turns him off. And that is like the antithesis of my character. Some people get online and create a persona, or, they hop in a game and they do something completely opposite to themselves. I'm working on that. But for the most part, what you see is what you get with me online. I don't create personas. I don't have any faults against anybody that does. That's just not my thing. So, I have an issue. Even though I think Alistair is whiny sometime, you know where you stand. He just comes straight out and says what it is, and sometimes he's very cute about it. So, if you're familiar with the series, the only way you can be with Alistar is if you're a noble, either a human or a dwarf. Which meant I had to go back. But I don't want to play. I already played as a warrior. I think I was a warrior. I didn't want to do that. I like the mage. So I did some research, and my character, which I completely redid, is I created it as a human warrior, then used a run script wizard to change it to a mage. So my character is a human mage that will be able to marry Alistair. So Alistair can be king. My character can be queen. I feel like I was gypped out of my queenness. I know that sounds silly, but I didn't like always having to tiptoe to make sure I didn't say something wrong with Zevron. That's just not me. I don't like that. Um, he's adorable as can be, but even at the end, he never that bothers me. When somebody cares about you, they should be able to say I love you. They should. I mean, I just think that anyway. So I restarted, and the video got, I don't know what happened to the video. The first video that you'll see picks up at Ostagar, and I apologize because I was playing very sloppily. I hardly ever looked at my quests, and I was fumbling around, and that was because my heart wasn't in it. Going through it this time, I felt for my parents dying, the parents dying and being set up, and there's emotion again in the game that I just wasn't really feeling other than frustration in the other one. So I did, as you can see here, instead of playing, I may play it back through if you guys really just want to see the starting area again, but the game takes screenshots, and these are the screenshots from there. So I just decided to give a quick overview of what's going on and why I decided to start again, because my heart wasn't in it with the elf and Zevron, and I can't change it. I can't change it without the game just seriously bugging out. So yeah, so now I did a really long playthrough. So I've got a lot of video to edit. Not going to take as long to finish this because I'm actually hyped on it. I ran out of space on a 2 terabyte drive playing this game, and I was so hyped on that. So I'm pleased with that. I am. One of the things that when you do videos and whatnot is that you have to remember that you should do where your passion is. And although I don't like starting something, stopping and starting, my heart just wasn't in it. And you can tell by my update schedule, it just wasn't in it. And that's not fair. It's not fair to the game. It's not fair to you guys. It's not fair to myself. It's not fair to anybody. So, my new character. Yeah, ironically, you can't see her face in here. So the first time you'll see her is in the next video. She's a human mage. Alistair will be the romance. And I did add some add-ons. As you can see, the game looks a little bit different. It looks more polished to give it a different flavor. No real cheats. I'm not into the cheating thing, but I did want to change. I wanted to play what I wanted to play, and that was a human mage. That's what I would have done in the first place if I could have, and the game wouldn't let me. So, okay, the next one coming up will be Ostagar. Just arriving at Ostagar. Thank you for your patience. My apologies, and I will see you in the next one.